by Dylan Montz Staff Writer dmontz at amestrib.com. After the first tournament of the spring season for the Iowa State men's golf team, the Cyclones knew they were on the outside looking in when it came to another NCAA postseason berth. Something needed to change. Even with a young team, finishing 14th out of 18 teams at the Arizona Intercollegiate in Tucson was not anywhere near the ceiling the Cyclones saw themselves reaching. The team, coaches included, sat down together when it got back to Ames in late January and talked about what needed to happen. That discussion was the turning point in ISU's season. The squad won 2 of its last 4 tournaments, finished 4th at the Big 12 championships and reached an NCAA regional for the 5th time in the last 7 seasons. It happened because of a new way of thinking. I think a lot of it was just being very honest with each other and with ourselves, saying, hey, we can do a better job than this, said sophomore Sam Vincent, who finished 7th at the Big 12 championships. Just little things like making sure we're early to places, like 15 minutes early, or just giving a little extra here and there. It all adds up at the end of the day, and I just don't think we had that at the start of the semester. When standouts Nick Vogt and Ruben Sanjaya graduated, combined with the start to the spring season, it looked as though this could be a rebuilding year for the Cyclones, who have grown accustomed to competing in NCAA regionals under 8-year coach Andrew Tank. ISU brought in talented freshmen Lachlan Barker and Franklin Wall to complement a veteran players such as redshirt senior Denzel Jeremiah, but the core of the team was young and went through growing pains. So Tank and assistant coach Chad Keohane laid out their vision. Drastic improvement wasn't some pipe dream. We thought if everybody was about 1 shot less per round, that was about the improvement we needed, Tank said. From there, what really was cool, the guys bought into what is it going to take to be better and to reach that. That meeting kind of was the catalyst and got things started. Then the guys just kept doing the good stuff throughout the rest of the spring. When ISU returned to Tucson in late February, it finished 5th out of 16 teams, and over the course of the spring, climbed more than 30 spots in the national polls. ISU was ranked 88th in late January, and the Cyclones enter NCAA regional play No. 54 by Golf Week. The Cyclones won 2 of their last 4 tournaments, Colton River Collegiate in South Carolina and Hawkeye Invitational in Iowa City, while Barker hit his stride. He leads the team in stroke average, 72.06, and is on pace to break the ISU freshman scoring record. Once the guys started seeing this as what it takes, Tank said, and what I need to do on a daily basis, they showed up and started doing those things in practice, then at tournaments they started to see results. The momentum built. ISU ended its pre-NCAA season with a 4th-place finish at the Big 12 meet, the second highest finish for the Cyclones in the 2-decade history of the conference tournament. The squad, which bested 4 higher-ranked teams, sees its Big 12 performance as a springboard to the national tournament. Jeremiah has also come on strong in his last season with the Cyclones, tying for 2nd at the NIT on the strength of a second-round 64, the second-best 18-hole score in program history. He also finished 4th at the Hawkeye Invitational and 13th at the Big 12 meet. I think when you narrow your focus for a long period of time, you get a collective performance like we did at Big 12s to have a chance to win against some of the best teams in the country, Jeremiah said. It's pretty special, and all the guys are really excited by that. So hopefully we can carry the momentum into regionals. The Stockton Regional, who begins Monday and runs through Wednesday, will be played at the Reserve at Spanos Park in Stockton, Calif. ISU will face LSU, Alabama, Stanford, USC, Oregon, TCU, Colorado, Kansas, Kennesaw State, UNC Greensboro, UC Irvine and North Dakota State. The top 5 teams in each of the 6 regionals will advance to the NCAA championships from May 25 to 30 in Stillwater, Ocala. ISU finished 18th at the NCAA National Meet last season.